Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to another beautiful day on the NerdCraft SMP. I am Maximan, your favorite cyborg pirate, and I am here with another great episode for you today. Before we begin, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Your reward will be one free glass. Where did that go? Just disappeared into nothing. Anyways, on to the video. So today I am going to be building a raid farm because I want those totems. I'm holding my, oh, the glass just came out now. Wow. But anyways, I'm holding my discount totem right now. A clock. Not acceptable. I need the real deal. So I'm going to be building a raid farm. I think I'm going to try to just wing it and see if I can build one all on my own. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'll give it a shot at least. But before that, I'm going to take you around and show you a couple of the new shops that we've been working on, as well as a little hint of what's going on in Demon Queen's base. And then, after we build our raid farm, it's the promised landscaping around the castle, adding the greenery and the life and making the castle seem to come alive. So, without further ado, let's get to it. So, I'm standing here on the edge of my cliff, and I just wanted to show you guys that Demon Queen has actually decided on starting her mega base finally. So she's going to be moving out of the labyrinth of tunnels and moving into a more permanent location. And she's got a great idea. Now, I don't want to give spoilers, but I'll give you a little hint maybe by doing a little flyover when I'm on my way to the shopping district. So I'm just going to fly over here as it very slowly loads in since I just restarted the server. So here we have the edge of her base. So I don't know if that gives you any clues, but another clue would be in her name. So that's all I'm going to say. You guys can figure out the rest now. Now I just want to go to the shopping district and introduce you to a couple of the new shops. So the first one right over here you might see is a sword that has stabbed through this poor gentleman here with, of course, some strawberry jam leaking out. That's what that is. This would be the dye shop. All dyes are 1 diamond for 32. That's a little pun. The joke comes from Demon Queen. But yeah, nice little shop there. This was her idea. And then this is the shop that Miss Kitten Queen and I built in the off time since the last episode. After I built the sheep farm, we built up this colorful monstrosity. And of course, this is the fluffy stuff wool shop. All wool colors are 1 diamond per stack. Not fully stacked. Oh, we've got some sales happening already. Excellent, excellent. Miss Kitten Queen will be happy about that. Okay, so that's pretty much all that was going on in the off time. Now, let's go build a raid farm. I've got the perfect place.
All right, so I'm here at a pillager tower that I've discovered. And as you can see, I've done some slight modifications to it. I'm hoping that that guy doesn't see me, but here I am protected, and I'm hoping to take this all out in one go. He's coming straight for me. All right, here we go. Ready? Please work. Please work. Please work. Oh, here it goes. Here it goes. Here it goes. Oh my God. That was so fun. So now I can start making a raid farm. Ah, I died.
Is it just me, or was that explosion a lot larger than it looked? Let's go have a look at the damage. Oh my God, that was a lot of TNT, wasn't it? Just kidding. I have been working on this for the last few days now, non-stop, getting a perimeter made. You see, I have never made a raid farm in my life, but I would like to try at least to make one of my own design, even though I have seen other people make raid farms, so I'm sure that my design is probably going to be influenced by theirs, but I just want to try my hand at making my own. So it might work, it might be a total failure. I know you need something like boats to capture the Vexes if Vexes get summoned, and then I want to include some kind of way to get the the villager gifts when you get the hero of the village effect. So I want to try and incorporate that. And I know that there's a radius around the center that they spawn, and I had to go into my creative copy of the world to find out the exact point to build as the center, which is why this thing is not perfectly square, because I just kind of guessed it first and then I realized I missed a few blocks over on that side. So yeah, like I definitely want to try to make my own design. I think what I'm gonna do is have a spawning platform with like maybe a villager as bait to try to get the pillagers to go towards it, and then hopefully like a water stream will be able to sweep them down into a kill chamber, and then at the bottom I should have all the kinds of villagers that should in theory be able to toss me gifts. So I am going to try to make my own, so let's see what I can come up with. Alright, so I am back. As you can see, nothing has happened. I spent some time in my creative testing world, and I found out that I have no clue what I am doing when it comes to building a raid farm. I tried a few things. It wasn't spawning the raiders where I expected them to be spawning. They were falling off the edge of the spawning platform. It was just an absolute disaster. So instead, I am going to build the farm by Raiseworks. The man is a genius with redstone, and you know if you build one of his farms, it is going to work guaranteed. So instead of messing around with whatever I was trying to do, we're going to build the farm of a pro. So the first step of building my raid farm is completed. I filled in my giant hole. Well, I at least covered it up, because all I need is the guys with the banners. I don't actually need the perimeter that I made. So I spent days making a perimeter for no reason, because the farm needs to be built in an ocean. So luckily there is an ocean right nearby. So when I do want to use it eventually, I can just come and get the bad omen effect from these guys and then go into the ocean where the farm is actually going to be and do the raids there. So now that that is filled in and hours of my life have been completely wasted, it is time to build the actual farm. And that is it. Finally completed. There's the bottom part there, and up there the spawning platform. I gotta say, this time lapse was not fun to record. I was following the tutorial that was done by Puffingfish HQ, even though the farm is a Raiseworks design, but Puffingfish HQ did the tutorial. I will leave a link to it, but unfortunately, like, he did it in creative and I was doing it in survival, so it was kind of hard to get all the angles. And then at one point I messed up and I had to completely rebuild a section just one block higher, and it was, yeah, it was just a disaster. But in the end, I've got it up and running now. So now I gotta go fly back to my pointless perimeter and go get Bad Omen and then come back and AFK at this thing. So I'm gonna try doing an AFK session for about an hour, and I will be back with the results. Okay, so it's been a little bit more than an hour because I was having some problems getting the Hero of the Village effect to work, but I did eventually get it to work. So I've got some special arrows and stuff happening now, and then in here I tossed out all the axes and crossbows, but lots and lots of totems. Well, I guess there's some more that I haven't tossed yet, but lots of totems, lots of emeralds. The farm is producing very well. So again, this design is by Raiseworks. The tutorial is from Puffinfish HQ, and I will put links to both of those videos in my description. Okay, so Raid Farm is checked off. Now the next thing to do is go and do some landscaping. Well, I've got to say, it feels good to hold the golden bebe. Very good. Now, those inconvenient times where I might accidentally lose a life, I'm going to feel a little bit safer. So, the next thing that we've got on our list is a little bit of terraforming. So around the edges of the castle, I want to add some custom trees and some greenery to give it a little bit more life. Right now it's pretty drab and lifeless, which I guess does kind of fit in with the steampunk vibe, but this is Minecraft after all. We gotta add some vegetation around. So let's get on that in the form of a time lapse. Well, there we have it. We've got a spruce tree in the background there, and then this was kind of like supposed to be sort of a birch bush. I actually kind of modeled it on one that's growing in my backyard. It's like one trunk that grew kind of 4 larger portions. And then over there I did another large oak tree. So there we go, we've got some vegetation now, and I also did some bushes hanging off the back cliffs just to make it a little bit more lively there. Okay, so landscaping done. Raid farm done. Shopping district tour done. So you know what happens when everything is done. That's right, it's time to end the video. Before we do though, don't forget that the NerdCraft SMP is still recruiting. So if you are interested in joining the NerdCraft SMP, simply send an email to nerdcraftsmp@gmail.com and I will get back to you with instructions of how to apply. Remember, it is for content creators only. So if you have a YouTube channel and you'd like to join us, then send us an email, nerdcraftsmp@gmail.com. So if you liked today's episode, please remember to leave a like. And if you really liked it, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so that you can see more videos like this. And the prize today for subscribers is your very own golden baby. Enjoy. Thanks very much for watching. Always appreciate it. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Have a great week.